That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. He was on fire. They said, oh, Raiders in the Super Bowl. Raiders in the Super Bowl. They said, but he's coming for Tom Brady. He's coming for Tom Brady. He put up with a lot of shit out there, didn't he? That connection with Waller is right on the money. There is still room for improvement. There is room to see Edwards and Henry Ruggs more involved in the passing game. No Marcus Peters in there. That was my biggest negative from the game. The Raiders' defense is to be reckoned. That pass rush was coming for Lamar Jackson on third down. How about that young safety they got too that missed the whole year? What was it, last year, the year before? Jacobs was he still playing, and he done the business very well. But these minor things that you see on the NFL offseason, it's very important to pay attention every single day. To just go to ESPN NFL homepage. Derek Carr wasn't joking, wasn't he? Derek Carr dreams of catching Tom Brady was the headline. Well, 27-24, ain't no one ever going to count out Derek Carr because that is my quarterback. I believe he's right. 30 is the new 20. These guys could play till their mid-40s. 30 is the new 20 in the NFL. Derek Carr's gone through a lot of shit during the past 4 to 5 years. No wide receivers, bad defense, no O-line, no wide receivers. It was like Peyton Manning's first year. It was like Troy Aikman starting out in Dallas is my two favorite examples. Yanks Dodgers. So this guy throws 30,000 yards. Golden Boy gonna be a golden boy. It's still gonna be a white guy. It's still gonna be a white guy. I think the symbolism with the black jerseys and diversity with Tom Flores, the first Latino coach, or the first woman executive. I think her name was Amy, but I forgot her last name. It was Amy Hirsch. The Raiders are a symbol for diversity. We were racially segregated throughout the decades in America, but the old LA Coliseum, that was the place where everyone, regardless of race or background, could come together. So the Raiders are the epitome of that diversity. The first openly gay player, too, in the NFL, starting for the Raiders. We ain't talking about Michael Sam. We're talking about Nassim. This is a new America. This is a new era. The Raiders are the team. The Raiders are the dynasty. They are up and coming. They represent diversity. The Raiders are the next team. John Gruden was supposed to be the dynasty. Tom Brady, Tom Shady in the tuck rule game. Tom Shady, it fucked them up. It fucked up. What would have been the next dynasty in the NFL? God, we ain't seen no John Gruden against Tom Brady again. We see it in the playoffs. The only way that it happens right now is if they are playing in the Super Bowl. This is it for Tom Brady. This is it right after this year. There ain't going to be no more Super Bowl runs after this year. Dallas, it was the kicker. The kicker. If the kicker makes his kicks, Cowboys beat the Bucs. It's all a psyop, you see. Dak is my quarterback. Okay, who the hell is your quarterback? Well, my quarterback is fucking Kyler Murray. But Dak Prescott's my MVP this year. And Derek Carr, that motherfucker's my quarterback. He's going to win the fucking Super Bowl. That's my quarterback. That's my dynasty. That's Derek Carr. He gone through a bunch of shit. He's going to go do it. He's the quarterback this year. These are my big three. These are my big three quarterbacks. Ain't there going to be no doubt about it that Prescott is going to be winning the Super Bowl? Ain't there going to be no doubt about it that Derek Carr is going to be winning multiple Super Bowls? There ain't going to be no doubt about it. You just got to predict the right year. That's the only thing there is to the equation. There ain't going to be no doubt about it that Josh Allen going to win the Super Bowl. There ain't going to be no doubt about it that Arizona Cardinals going to win the Super Bowl someday with fucking Cliff Kingsbury and motherfucker Kyler Murray. They're going to get the job done, but it's going to be a bunch of fuck-ups. Oh, they're going to win. They're going to win. They're going to go start crying them Cardinals, man. Ain't going to be no Super Bowl this year for the Cardinals. Despite blowing out the Tennessee Titans, are the perfect 8-0 for the Western divisions. 49ers beat the Lions. The Seahawks beat the Colts. The Cardinals hammer the Titans. Ha, 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 ha. That was lunch, man. That was dinner. That was Thanksgiving. They feasted on them motherfuckers on the road. Hell yeah. The best in the West like it was with Bruce Arians and Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll and all that. And even the freaking Jeff Fisher Rams were dirty as hell. They could win motherfucking 7 games for last place team. That's what I'm talking about. The NFC West is coming here to play, man. They whipped the Bears' ass, the LA Rams the other night. Look at that. The Raiders fucking kicked the Ravens' ass, man. Look at that. They grabbed one from the pussy against the Cleveland Browns. Look at that. Washington Redskins, man, reached the postseason. Oh, the Chargers go on the road and beat the hell out of them, man. Oh, the Broncos destroy the living shit out of the New York Giants. Look at that. The West ain't playing around, is it? They winning games. They're dominating. NFC West, that wild, wild West in the NFL, man. And only one, a team will win the Super Bowl in the West. Ain't going to be who you think it's going to be. You ain't going to be no porn star. Ain't going to be no Russell Wilson. Ain't going to be no Kyler. Ain't going to be no Patrick Mahomes. Ain't going to be no none of them. It's going to be Derek Carr. It's going to be John Gruden. It's going to defeat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. When he say that he's chasing Tom Brady, he means it, Derek Carr. He means he's going to chase Tom Brady and defeat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. That is what he's going to do. He will defeat Tom Brady. Tom Brady won't show any emotion when he loses the Super Bowl. BA won't show any emotion when he loses the Super Bowl because he won the Super Bowl and his old ass mom saw him win the Super Bowl last year. There ain't going to be none of that. Payback is coming its way for the commissioner in the gang of 33 for John Gruden. 33 points the Raiders scored. Derek Dow's Carr, 33 life path. In my view, I think the Raiders can probably go a perfect 3 for 3 in the Super Bowl to win 6 Super Bowls in the franchise with Derek Carr and John Gruden. There will be some upsets to the Raiders when they're seen as the favorite when they win the Super Bowl this year. When, I believe it because I bet $300 on the Raiders to win the Super Bowl. I think at 50-1, and I thought they'd be 35 or whatever. But I'm just like, I don't give a damn about the odds. Just go place the bet. And they're 50 to whatever. This is why I couldn't give a shit. Because the Raiders going to come out of nowhere, and people think Carr is some scrub. They don't know what they're talking about. They think John Gruden sucks or whatnot. That he's only meant for broadcasting. But they don't know nothing. John Madden won the Super Bowl, and he was in the broadcasting booth as a Raider coach. Same thing going to happen. John Gruden going to win the Super Bowl with the Raiders. That's what's going to happen. He's born a year the Rabbit. He's win 4 Super Bowls in his career. That's what's going to be happening, man. That's what's going to be happening. And Belichick won 6, and you know what? John Gruden's going to win 4. But John Gruden was the dynasty. It's going to happen. Derek Carr's my quarterback. That was a clutch throw in overtime. The pick, it don't matter. He balled it out. That is my quarterback. I drafted Dak. Everyone thinks Carr sucks. How many people have Carr on their fantasy team? I drafted Derek Carr because no one was going to draft him, and he was not going to be off my hands. But when he has a Pro Bowl year, I'm not trading him at all. And I may play Dak every week because he may be MVP. But Derek Dallas Carr, that's my fucking quarterback. And he's going to win 3 Super Bowls. He's going to win. That's what's going to happen. You got to understand about it. A ball boils down to the tuck rule game. That's what's going to happen. I don't say whatever I like. I'm telling you the script. The Raiders are going to win the Super Bowl. Look at what happened today. Oh, Raiders are not going to make the playoffs. They just beat the Ravens. Of course. He threw over 400 yards again. He has over 30,000 yards in his career. You got to be blind if you don't think they're going to win the World Cup. What? You don't have faith. That's all what it is. It's all the script. The commentator said it was all pro wrestling. It was on ESPN NFL Live. It was like, oh, it's like pro wrestling. It's like pro wrestling. Of course. John Gruden's going to defeat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Ain't there going to be no Kansas City Chiefs? The Raiders have a better defense than the Chiefs. They have a better running game than the Chiefs. They have well, you don't need to be the most talented quarterback to win. Look at what happened to Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning. If the NFL wasn't rigged, they win the Super Bowl every year instead of Tom Brady. Look at that. You know what? Doesn't matter how good Patrick Mahomes is. He's the new Peyton Manning. He's going to be a loser. Too bad. He ain't the pick. He ain't who the cabal pick. It's going to be white privilege. It's going to be Derek Carr. Too bad. Too bad. It's going to be the biggest, one of the biggest brands in the NFL. Too bad. Too bad. Because it ain't going to be no Kansas City Chiefs at all, is it? That's my quarterback. That's for the quarterback. And Big Bomb. Okay, I'm just kidding. Big Ben always loses to the Raiders, it seems like. So, yeah, Raiders 2-0. Big Ben, they're going to lose. It's all part of the hoax. Got to pay to stay. The guy ain't got no equity. You know what equity is? That's hard. That's cash you're carrying around. It ain't Mark Davis carrying around cash with him, man. You got to pay that arena somehow, right? Everyone knew it was going to happen today. Everyone, you don't sign a guy to 10 years not knowing what you're going to get from John Gruden. You got to use your head. You don't sign a guy to 10 years and thinking, oh, I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm just signing a 10-year contract. Of course, because they know the script. They know what's going to happen. That's why they signed a guy to 10 years. Why you all thinking like that? Why y'all thinking the rules favor the quarterbacks? Why y'all thinking that Derek Carr's career was just rigged, where the Raiders have to suck and they have to move him out of the Bay Area? And then, hey, after the pandemic, once we can have fans, we can have all that. Once we can psyop the masses, once the Raiders missed the playoffs the first year, we can psyop the masses. And this is when, oh my God, I never knew the Raiders were going to be good. They beat the Browns and they beat the Chiefs, and they certainly, if it wasn't rigged, they beat the Dolphins, they beat the Colts last year. So in my mind, they beat all 4 of them. That's how good they are. You gotta be delusional to think the Raiders are not a Super Bowl contender. They're more of a Super Bowl contender than the Kansas City Chiefs. There is this guy on TikTok, whatever, being so calm, saying that on week 2 that that Patrick Mahomes is gonna have a season-ending injury against the Ravens. I thought he's kind of crazy, but if it lines up with the script, then I think he's on to something. I think the Ravens will definitely win and defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. There is some room of concern. Andy Reid, the way he raised them kids like that, it is just never going to be the same again for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's never going to be the same. And AFC North doesn't have any Super Bowl contenders. The Baltimore Ravens are totally never going to win the Super Bowl until at least another 2-3 years. At least another 2 to 3 years. He ain't ready to play quarterback yet and win, is he? Lamar Jackson, that's right. Derek Carr, it's his time. Hey, Dak might miss a year. It don't matter. Well, you guess who we should have seen in the playoffs? Should have seen Derek Carr. But he suffered the injury, and as a result, he couldn't play against the Houston Texans. So you know what? This is Derek Dallas Carr's time to rise and shine. You know, when the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, because they're all talking about the Dallas Cowboys right now. When the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, in my view, I think it happens against the Buffalo Bills. I believe they win against Buffalo. Another rematch, Super Bowl 58. Dallas Cowboys go 3 for 3 against the Bills. Mike McCarthy can't coach. He can't do no nothing. These people don't know what they're talking about. Of course, Mike McCarthy's going to win the Super Bowl. Of course, Aaron Rodgers will win Super Bowl 57 when he's on another team or whatever, or when he turns around the Packers and suddenly his heart is in the right place. It's all scripted hoax drama with Aaron Rodgers. It's all hoax. It's all hoax 12 years later. It's all part of the script. You see that? That was all a script what happened the other game. Aaron Rodgers and whatnot and all that. Derek Carr is elite. And he ain't kidding around when he says that it's time to catch Tom Brady. He's absolutely right. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about, you just haven't been paying attention, because I have been paying attention to NFL off season.